Pixie, and welcome to Pixie's Playhouse. On today's episode, we will be recapping my favorite 2 matches from AEW Full Gear, and we will be trying Lay's Wavy, Funyuns, and Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Now over here we have my bunt pan, my toaster. 2 very similar items to these were actually used in one of tonight's matches, although personally I was really hoping for the pizza wheel that was used in the Jericho Gage match. First we're going to try the limited time only Lay's Wavy Funyun flavored chips. So let's open these up. Alright, let's do a bit of a sniff test. Okay, doesn't give off much of a scent there. And let's pour them in the bowl. Alright, so this is what they look like. Very wavy. And here's a chip. Love the ridges on that. Very oniony. Tastes like sour cream and onion. Now the question is, do they taste like Funyuns? They taste like sour cream and onion, that's for sure. Maybe just a stronger onion taste overall than what would be in a sour cream and onion chip, and also a little bit of a garlicky taste as well. Almost a combination of a mild garlic bread flavored chip and an onion, sour cream and onion that's been kicked up to 10. I do like these. I think they're a good representation of Funyuns, even though they do border a little bit on sour cream and onion. I'm going to give these a 9 out of 10 horns in the air. Next up, we have the much coveted Mountain Dew Baja Blast, which is very difficult to find in Canada. And I know that it's a very beloved drink, so I'm very interested to see if it lives up to the expectation I have of it in my mind. So I've never tried either of these actually ever before. So it smells like lemonade to me. It's very lemonade-ish. Tastes like Sprite mixed with lemonade, so like a very carbonated lemonade. And there is maybe a very mild berry undertone, like a blue raspberry thing, but it's very faint and very light. I could see how it could get addictive. I've heard that Taco Bell has a slushy version of it, and I feel like this would be even better in a slushy format, amped up to 10. In this format particularly, I do like it. I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10 horns in the air. In Inner Circle versus American Top Team and Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky, Guevara and Scorpio Sky face off. Guevara chops Scorpio Sky. He does a heel kick to Scorpio Sky, a leapfrog, a backflip, and a corkscrew dropkick as well by Guevara. He covers for a 2 count. Santana does a moonsault on Sky, a splash by Santana to Sky as well. Hager tags in, and him and Arlovsky sort of trade shots. Arlovsky and Dos Santos double team Hager. Jericho takes on Dos Santos and they exchange blows. Dos Santos power slams Jericho. There's a delayed vertical suplex and a standing moonsault press by Dos Santos to Jericho. Lambert slaps Jericho. Jericho hits Lambert, and everyone just piles into the ring. Jericho starts to chase Lambert, and Page hits Jericho with a hockey stick. Santana and Ortiz fly over the top rope onto the outside of the ring. Hager also dives onto the outside of the ring. Lambert has a pipe hidden in his tracksuit. Jericho takes out a Prince symbol and starts hitting Scorpio Sky with the Prince symbol, and the crowd chants Purple Rain. Arlovsky gets bludgeoned with a toaster. Page gets put in a trash can, and Santana and Ortiz start kicking it and hitting the trash can with hockey sticks. Guevara threw a football at Scorpio Sky's head. Arlovsky does a flying splash to Ortiz. There's a kick to the side of the head and a spine buster as well. Hagar uses the toaster to break it up. Jericho hits Scorpio Sky and Page with water skis, and he also decks Page on the head with the water skis. Sammy does a springboard cutter, a senton atomico as well to Sky, and Hagar hits Page with a bunt cake pan. Suplex by Santana and Ortiz to Dos Santos. Guevara climbs a ladder, does a senton to Sky. Page confronts Hager's wife, and the Baron, who's sitting ringside, iron claws Page. Santana uses the security guard's back to dive into the crowd after Page. Jericho winds up behind Lambert. He chops and elbows Lambert. Dos Santos interrupts a lionsault, and Lambert pins Jericho for a 2 count. Lambert tries the walls of Jericho. Jericho gets kendo sticks and starts hitting Lambert and Dos Santos as well. Jericho takes out a purple stapler. He hits Lambert, does a frog splash, and he pins Lambert for the win. In the next match that I enjoyed, which was Hangman Page versus Kenny Omega, we see a promo of Hangman Page riding the streets on a white horse while wearing a fringe jacket, which was absolutely awesome. So Page and Omega lock up. They exchange chops. They exchange kicks. There's a lariat by Hangman. Omega gives a boot to the throat. Hangman gives chops. And Page does a crossbody for a 1 count. There's a thumb to the eye of Page. Callis stomps Page on the outside of the ring, at which point JR remarks Callis should be fined and suspended for wearing those shoes. Omega drives Page's head into the steel steps. There's a hurricanrana by Omega to Page. Omega does a Terminator dive. Omega does a moonsault, and Page gets his knees up. Page kicks Omega in the face, does a high boot, a fallaway slam by Hangman, an elbow suicida by Page, a moonsault by Page to Omega, a brainbuster by Page, palm strikes by Omega, a springboard Liger bomb by Omega to Page, a snapdragon by Omega, another snapdragon by Omega, a V-trigger to Page, a roll-up by Page for a 2 count, a release German suplex, a Tiger Driver 98 by Omega. Kenny starts biting Hangman's head. Hangman retaliates and then starts biting Kenny's head. Hangman clotheslines Omega through a table, so he basically does a flying lariat off of the ring post. There's rolling elbow strike and a pop-up power bomb by Page, and Page hits the referee by accident with a lariat. Kenny tries to use his championship belt to hit Page but misses. Page does a deadeye to Omega for a 2 count. They exchange blows. There's a high boot by Page, right hands by Omega, a knee to the face of Page. Omega goes for the V-trigger. Hangman counters. There's a rolling elbow strike by Page. Page says, "No, you dumb MFer." And there's a lariat from Page, headbutts by Omega, a backdrop driver by Omega. Omega delivers also a V-trigger, and then Hangman uses Omega's own move on him, which is the one-winged angel, and he gets a 2 count with it. There's a buckshot lariat by Page for the 3 count, and Hangman Page is your new champion. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe because we're trying to build a cool community, and goodbye and good night.